Hey everybody, you'll notice we don't have any fancy studio lights set up here. I'm actually at my house, not down at home. It's just been a busy week, but I wanted to jump on quick and get a real talk in. I appreciate everyone who's been watching and giving feedback on these videos. And this week I want to talk about the feeling of being stuck. I think we all get to a point in our lives where we can get ourselves into a rut, whether it's professional, personal. It could be a job that feels like a dead end. It could be a relationship that feels like a dead end. It can be something about your creative journey you're not satisfied with and you're not quite sure which path to take on it, right? One thing that I've had to come to terms with is the notion that there really just is no easy way to get unstuck. To borrow a cliche, the only way out is through. When I was coming to terms with a lot of things, last summer, 2018, I felt just handcuffed. I felt very stuck in a lot of aspects of my life and I just wanted better. I just wanted to do better and to be better. And it came down to a decision for me of, okay, who do I want to be? What do I want to do? How do I intend to get there? And from there, just kind of weighing my options, Nashville started to make a lot of sense. So I'm like, okay, there's my decision. My one decision is I'm going to Nashville and I'm going to try to make this work somehow, right? And from there, it became a game of continuous action, meeting people, setting up contacts, setting up a trip to come here, applying to jobs. I applied to probably close to 350 jobs between Nashville and New York last summer and fall. And, just putting those little seeds out there, planting those seeds and seeing what would grow in anything, right? And because of doing all that and taking that continuous action, I was able to find my way down here. I was able to build enough momentum, enough good relationships to find opportunities here, and, it's been amazing for me personally, which I'll touch on that in next week's video because that's a Thanksgiving one. But, I want to also impress upon you that it wasn't easy. The emotional roller coaster you ride when you're trying to, push to something new, to break through your old barriers, to stop feeling stuck. You can feel triumphant and successful one moment, and then completely just dejected the next and wondering why you're doing what you're doing. But it's all part of the process. And, you just, in this business especially, you need to have that toughness for when things don't go the way you plan them, for when you receive rejections. If you receive a rejection, it's a matter of looking at it and being like, okay, that one thing didn't work out, but I can still make this work somehow. How do I do it? How do I find that next level in my life, in my creative journey, right? So just something to keep in mind. And then once you reach that goal, I encourage you, don't get complacent. Keep pushing toward new goals, because if you get complacent, that's where you kind of start to plateau and fall off right back into that same rut, right? So one decision, continuous action. Then when you reach that goal, you find new ones and you push forward. So this has been Real Talk. Make sure you follow Underground Music Collective, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. My computer's making noises. Also, the Quinn Spin, 2 N's in Quinn, 2 N's in Spin. There it goes again. I'm just going to mute that real quick. See? Real talk. It's real. It's live. Anything can happen. Anyway, 2 N's in Quinn, 2 N's in Spin for the Quinn Spin. Listen in on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and more. Hit that subscribe button below. And like I said, we're going to have a special Thanksgiving edition of Real Talk where I'm going to get all sappy on you next week. So this has been it for this week. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.